Testing, testing, take 5. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna keep it a buck 50 with you. I'm gonna be talking over this entire mod. Like the full thing. Like you might get some breaks here and there, but guaranteed. I have a lot to say and very little time to say it. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Go download the actual mod, play it yourself, and listen to all the songs here. Because guaranteed, you are not going to be able to perfectly hear these songs. I mean, at some point it's like, do I just play them afterwards without me talking over them? And it's like, if I was going to do that, I would just not talk at all. So yeah, here's an update video along with just me playing FNF to keep you guys entertained, because I'm not just gonna be talking into a camera. No, I did that before and honestly that was abysmal. I at least want something to do and something for you to see, because if I'm gonna be suffering here, I at least want you guys to know the reason. So without further ado, let's start this for real. Hello everybody, you already know who the hell I am and who the fuck I'm even trying to be. So, long story short, yeah, I know, once again, took a very long ass break and just back to just make another video and then disappear for another few months because college and all this shit. Yeah, no, that's actually the case. And I know I say that almost every time, but you gotta realize this shit goes on forever. So when motivation is an all-time low for you, you start to realize you gotta figure out literally anything else to do. Literally anything else, and this is something else. So, long story short, yeah, I know, I've been gone, life happens, and that's pretty much the entire gist of things. College is almost pure hell. It's just fucking freak hell. That's literally it. So at this point, it's the main reason why you see almost the majority of YouTubers literally saying they dropped out, and I'm not doing that shit. Like, guaranteed, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'd rather be failing than to just full on quit, and I'm not before anyone even gets that idea. No. And then there's everything else happening when it comes to behind the scenes. Literally, most of my time is now just spent by me and Discord calls with some of my friends, and the plan was to start recording those, and I have been. It's just literally I cannot properly edit them because I just think it's just Discord. It is just Discord. Most of the things we do are on different consoles that I don't have a capture card for. So that's kind of the main reason why I'm even doing this right now. Because until I get a capture card, you're not really going to be seeing much dealing with the rest of the Cursed Hour crew. And yeah, that's what we're calling ourselves. It has more explanation later, but for now you just get a name drop. And then there's fucking Deltarune. Oh yeah, mother fucking Deltarune. You wanna know how many times I've been trying to make this update video specifically? This is the 5th take. This is the 5th take. Like, trying to just explain why it's been so long took 5 recordings, each one ending horribly in some way, shape, or form. So, let me explain how it went from alright to just pure hell. Starting with episode 3. The original plan was immediately after episode 2 was posted was to record episode 3. Then it turns out, checking due dates, something was in that wasn't supposed to be in because mixed up a few assignments, so I had to explain to the teacher on that front and get some actual shit done. So there's that. And it's all cool. Literally, after that, I just sort of forgot to do it because it was during the holidays when this was going on. Like, holiday break didn't start, so it was like that right in between moment. And so during that moment, it's like, okay, well, get this all in, and yeah, everything was in, got an A, so we're good here. Here's the issue: holiday break. I literally did not have a care in the world for anything that was going to stress me out, work, or anything. It was just, hey, call up my friends, have some fun, and let's just celebrate. Let's just get some shit going. And literally, that's pretty much what it was for about 3 days. The rest was me attempting to get the recording done, but then I realized, nah. Cause, don't get me wrong, I had a recording set up, it's just, I realized something. Audio sync. Yeah, I know. No one mentioned it, because I figured, you'll handle it. No, it was me that figured out myself that the audio sync was not exactly optimized. So I'm like, I'm not just gonna reset the whole thing. I'm just gonna keep going. So that was one thing that was like, okay, just take a small break. And here we are now after several months. And literally as of last month to now, it was the process of trying to record the Discord calls. And then I realized, again, audio desync. The editor I'm using isn't exactly good. So now I'm recording this on the computer's built-in recorder. And if the audio sync is still an issue, believe me, I'm about to be mad. For unknowable amounts of reasons. And then comes actually getting to this video right here, the update video. So, only reason why it's FNF is because it's just something to do. That is all. Literally, the only reason. Because I would do this as a natural video. I actually would have done this as a normal video. But no, it's like, whenever I'm gone for this long, I at least want to explain myself. I feel like it's just a courtesy, like I'm supposed to do so. I don't need to, but I want to. So there's that. And then comes the other 4 takes. So, this was supposed to just be the actual Deltarune mod. It's just, when recording that one straight through, the editor, without me having to pay for anything, only lets me record up to 30 minutes. Yeah, so there was that. So it's like, okay, fine, that's cool. Just make another recording attached to it, and that's exactly what I did. So, yeah, videos were in, then it was just the editing process. And the editing process, by all means, was awesome. Apparently, there's a text-to-speech thing in here that can literally just make it be a jokester post-production beat. And the whole joke was that it was, post-production is like, just get good, and that was the joke. But apparently, when the entire thing was done, finally hitting the export button, it did not want to export. So it's like, I'm combing through this thing for several things trying to figure out what was wrong, and apparently, the recordings, not the visual, the recordings were corrupted. Meaning, it wasn't going to properly export without some major casualties. And I'm gonna be real with you. Sometimes it's like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Cause goddamn, this shit don't make any fucking sense. And it doesn't. It really doesn't. So it's like, okay, let's just put it in the bag for now. Come back later. It's all in saved. Come back to it later. That was take 1. Take 2 involved actually trying to come up again and see what happened. And funny story. Turns out now this time thinking, okay, let's just get rid of the video and put it back in the editor. It doesn't even recognize the thing as a video, even though it's specifically made from its recording software. Specifically said it's a WEBM file. It didn't recognize it. So I'm like, okay, well shit, what do? And now it's like, okay, let's just see whether or not I can just salvage this. Because the audio was in a separate file for once. So I had the audio, it could recognize that. Then I realized something. It was not going to make any sense having the audio play over muted gameplay. So it's like, okay, alright, let's just do something else. And that something else was like, okay, just replay the mod. And yeah, that was the plan. Just replay the mod and see whether or not you can get the audio sync to fucking work. And, well, turns out, no, that's not happening. Because apparently, with that happening, I can't just do what I did before. The entire process essentially got reset. So I'm like, okay, there's gotta be an easier way to do this. And it's like, yeah, just use OBS instead of just the normal editor video maker, because this OBS will actually let me record for longer, and I know it actually has proper syncing to it. And so here we are, and turns out literally what I was trying to do here with getting the Deltarune mod to work, apparently this space was an issue, so I had to delete a few things. Which, that's not the main thing that's like, okay, that was the problem. That wasn't even the full take 3. I was just doing it as a test. Nah, the real take 3 was realizing OBS would, by accident, crash everything. So now it's a situation of, okay, what else can happen? What else is going to happen? OBS crashes some of the mods. We can't get proper audio syncing on the editor because apparently recording with the editor itself inherently puts everything at an audio desync. And the thing is, I don't even know whether or not the audio is going to be fine for this very video. If it's quiet, I'm gonna let it be quiet. At this point, I'm just trying to see whether or not it'll even work and if it's even synced. That is the issue here. And then we get to take 4. That is, take 4 is the definition of everything culminating into just sheer randomness. It's like the combination of audio sync, trying to get the editor to work, trying to understand what went wrong for everything to break, because believe me, that's still stuck in my head. And man, it is just brutal. And then take 4 is the definition of it's only take 4 because everything stopped the recording from going all the way. Life happens. That's not even a real I'm mad at you. It's more like a probably just saw that one coming. So now here we are. This recording right now is take 5, and if I have to do this one more time, guaranteed I'm about to lose my brain. Like all my brain cells. So yeah, this is literally the only reason why I'm playing this is just to have something to do before I snap. And not really before I snap because I've already snapped. And you could hear the progression from normal insanity to pure rage there. And now we get to actually talking about the goddamn content. Literally, episode 3 was supposed to happen ages ago. It just didn't. And then there comes me explaining why it didn't. And who would have thought this would have turned into an entire, now 16-minute and 3-second update video with FNF in the background. And I'm like, do I really need to do this? Because I shouldn't need to do this at all. I could just get back to work. But at the same time, it's like, most of the times I've been doing this, here's an update, here's the reason. And at this point it's like, well, time to just figure out what to do from here. And this is what to do from here. So, join me next time when I go through the Deltarune mod on this thing's recorder in a better mindset. Because at this point, I'm only here to see whether or not this will work. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to edit this. I'm probably going to edit the next video, but this is the definition of pure metal rage boiling up, and if I have to do anything else, I am about to lose it. And you know, I say I'm probably not going to edit this. Probably am, just to see if it'll even work. And the main thing that's stopping me is seeing those frames absolutely dip. Everything is tanking the system. This is a laptop, not a proper PC. It's mainly made for college work. That is it. So, you can understand where it's like I'm using something that's not really made for this to do random things. So yeah, there's that. And then there's the fact of I'm probably not even doing something right, and it's so obvious, but it's just going whoop over my head, completely past it. I didn't even give it a glance, didn't even see it, just gone. So, essentially, if you already thought the thing was going on hiatus before, yeah, no, it is now. Yeah, just because it's like I want to do stuff that's not like gonna strain me. Because I'm gonna be real with you. Deltarune is Deltarune. And if you don't get what I mean by that, just think about it for a second. Play Deltarune. If not, go play it. Like, would you guys are invitation to stop watching this video right now and go play the game. Now, I'm gonna give you some time to pause or play through at least part of it. Actually, no, I will give you a perfect stopping point. Literally, go through Deltarune to either exactly where I stopped, or at least to the point where you got through Rouse's tutorial. Deltarune is Deltarune. That is the issue. So now it's just like, what do I do? I'm probably just gonna record the gameplay and voice over it. Cause, yeah, having to go through all of that is a bit strenuous. And if you don't know what that means, get a dictionary. And if you don't know what that is, I feel sorry for you, your family, and your bloodline. So now it's just, okay, alright. Am I finally calming down? Probably, I don't even know anymore. But this is literally just, hey, let me just vent for a bit and see whether or not it's a successful vent, because at this point, I'm driving myself insane. I really shouldn't be. Really, I really should just stop the thing now and relax. But you know, at some point, we were gonna have to come back here. And at some point, I wanted to get something done here. Because if I can at least get this done, I know I can get other stuff done for the future. So, that is the issue. 5 takes of here's an update. And it's like every other take, something's happening. So now it's just, oh, I love it when the frames slip. You have no reason to do this other than just to make me mad, do ya? And, oh boy, you see where this is just taxing. So now, with that being said, I'm just going to finally stop talking and let Venom Sands pop off. Because, man, okay. So, Hubert's on hiatus. I'm gonna be doing literally anything else in between. That anything else being either Discord or college. And if you ever do see another video, it's not gonna be the abridged after this. Because if it is, I learned nothing. And it's probably just a recording that failed at some point. Which, no. I have better integrity than that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is what happens when you spend several months away from actual progress, having literally everything happen at once, realize that, wait a minute, everything's happening at once, should probably explain something here. Because at this point, we already know it's probably not gonna work anyway. And then boils down to 4 failed takes of an editing process because apparently one thing breaking devolved into an entire arc. Literally, if I could explain in full detail, other than what I've been mentioning this entire previous video for, what was going on, man, let's face it, this channel would probably have more videos if I could fully explain all of that. So, yeah, expect the Deltarune mod. And I know that's ironic that I'm going to a Deltarune mod when my main issue was dealing with Deltarune recordings. But at this point, you guys deserve a reward for putting up with this one. And that's not going to be an immediate recording. This is literally only going to be, hey, I'm going to record this, see if the audio is good, post it. That's it. If it fails, it fails. If it doesn't, there you go. But, this is not one of my greatest moments, and honestly, I can understand that if you were like trying to either skip early or do anything else, literally anything else. So, to the makers of this mod, I am very, very sorry that this was the centerpiece of me going absolutely ballistic. Believe me, it probably shouldn't have been this way, and I might probably do a replay of this mod in a better state of mind to give it the proper respect it deserves. But until then, have an apology, have me finally calming down, and yeah, expect more later. That's pretty much the gist of it. This is get a dash, catch you all in a flash, and Jesus Christ, this took too long. See you all later. God. Fuck.